laptop so I can see the chat. Right. I've got the chat up. So, what we're doing here is I'm going to go over my first weekend league team, or the team that I expect to be my first weekend league team. Let me turn this back up a bit. So this is the team that I'm going for first weekend league. Oh wait, I've got the wrong formation. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. That's why. Yeah, troops. If any of you are new to the stream, then please do drop us a follow. There we go. Grintende Grevling. I appreciate the follow, my man. We are one off of 200 now. Surely there's one legend in here who wants to get us to 200. Okay, so is this gonna work? Hello, there we go. Right, okay, we don't need double Van Dykes. Oh, appreciate it, ball busting. What a guy. One off of 200. We are one off of 200 followers. So, for first weekend league, I will be playing the 4-2-3-1. Well, I say I will be playing. We'll need to wait and see what the meta looks like. But I'm expecting to be playing 4-2-3-1, narrow, with the 3 cams. It's more than likely going to be a reliable formation. It's pretty good every year. And I think until we figure out the meta, I think it's going to be definitely the formation I'm going to be running with. So, this is first weekend league. So I'm giving myself, what is that, like 3 weeks, 2 weeks to get this together? Okay, so Alisson, obviously, best goalkeeper in the Prem. Top rated goalkeeper in the Prem. I reckon he'll just play better than De Gea, to be honest. So we've got Alisson in goals, and then the big man is centre back. I'm going to try my apps. Well, I am going to get him during EA access because I'm not going to be able to afford him afterwards. But I'm planning on sinking all my coins into Van Dijk to make sure I get him. Whatever he costs, I'm going to pay it because he is going to be a guaranteed and safe investment. 100% you will make your money and way more on him. Whatever he is, pay it and you will increase your money. If he's 250k, pay it and he'll become 400k. Whatever it is, he will be a solid investment. Let me check. Nah, we're still one follower off. Come on, troops. There's 13 of you here. Surely one of you can drop the stream a follow. So yeah, these two, I think Alisson, I don't really see him as being that much of an investment. Like, don't get me wrong, whoever you buy in EA Access is obviously going to go up in value when the full game comes out. But because you've got De Gea, who's 89, because you've got Lloris, who's 88, is there not Ederson 88 as well? So you've got 4 goalkeepers who are all very, very good. They're top contenders. So as a result, like, their price, unless one of them plays in game much better than the others, their prices are all going to be lower because of it. Well, I say lower, but there's not going to be like a 200k one. I'm not expecting there to be one that ends up being like 200k. So we're sticking with Alisson. I have no idea what his price is going to be. I reckon in EA Access it might be between 50 and 80k. After that could be 100 to 150. Let's say that. I'll give that a rough price range. Van Dijk, I reckon early access he'll be 200, 250, potentially up to 300. And I reckon when the full game comes out, whatever he is, it will be 5, 6. If he's 350 early access, I would not be surprised if he's 650k. Honestly, I think if you compare him to like the Pogba was sitting about half a milli, 550k for no reason. Van Dijk has a reason. Apparently, he's insane in the game. So Van Dijk, 100%. I'm sinking all my coins into him. He's the man. Let's check followers. No, we're still one off of 200. Right, and then you might be thinking this is a strange one, Marius, but you're wrong. So another centre back, you've got Laporte. Look at that pace. That's a yikes. Alderweireld, same pace. Vertonghen, worse pace. Socrates doesn't interest me at all because it's Socrates. But the man who does interest me, well, there's 2 in fact. Okay, so we're going to discuss 2. The one I'm going to choose just now is going to be this man here, but we're going to discuss him very briefly. So we've got good pace, we've got good defending, good physical. He's good. We know he's going to be good. But I want this man right here. 6'2", 81 pace, 79 defending, 76 physical, medium high work rates. He's also got those green links. So if you wanted to hybrid this is a 6 sort of triangle here to hybrid with. They're all going to be on perfect chemistry just from the 3 of them. You can do whatever you want after that. So if you wanted some sort of hybrid and you wanted to kick about with these guys, then that is a very, very, very good triangle to kick about a hybrid with. Stats on the players, they're both fast centre backs. Obviously, 89 rated goalkeeper. We'll just wait. We will just need to wait and see how good goalkeepers actually are in the game, if there's much of a difference. But if there's no difference, then whatever. But 89 rated goalkeeper, you can't go wrong. Now, let me change off of left back, and we can go on to left Oh, change off tonight. Okay, so I kind of spoke about this last time when I showed you guys what I was planning to do, but there's obviously only one option for the team that I'll be using. But I wanted to talk about a couple of options that you can have that are going to be cheaper, which I'll probably start out with, because I reckon Rob will be expensive. And well, I know he'll be expensive. I reckon he'll be way overpriced to start with. So again, he'll be a safe investment because he's the highest rated left back. He's the only option for like a solid Prem team. So the options for the OP cheap guys are going to be Tierney. All round very, very good stats, 88 pace, good physicality, good dribbling, good defending, good passing. He's Kieran Tierney. Unfortunately, we hate to see that he's left, but he has. The second option is going to be Angelino, and I actually think after looking at Angelino's in-games, which I saw the other day, his in-games are ridiculous, and he has 4-star skills. So Angelino will undoubtedly be the more expensive of the two. But if we compare their stats, Tierney's got better pace, Angelino's got better shooting, better passing, better dribbling, better defending, worse physicality. So he's pretty much better across the board, and he's got 4-star skills. He's going to be more expensive, and I wouldn't be surprised if he is that sort of 10 to 15k player. Between him and Mendy, they're going to be. I would not be surprised if they were 10 to 15k. And that I'm talking early access. So, but they're both going to be solid players. Mendy again is a different type of player. Although his physicality is less, I think Mendy's taller. So what you can expect from Mendy is a bit of a bigger guy. But Angelino, I think, is my pick of the bunch, with Tierney potentially being the backup. And if you want someone slower but a bit stronger, a bit bigger, then Mendy. But I've got a feeling that Tierney will probably play pretty well. Masuaku, I guess, could be thrown in there, but he'll be very cheap. So I don't think he's really in the same bracket as the other guys. But I think that Tierney is a cheap, fast option. Angelino is probably the best, cheaper, all-round option. Then Mendy is the cheaper, stronger option. Wouldn't touch Rosa Bargepole, wouldn't touch Alonso. Shaw, he's probably, yeah, I would rather the other guys, to be honest. But I guess if you want him, you want him. He'll be overpriced because he's Man U in English. I wouldn't touch Digne, to be honest. I think at 83 rated, being French as well, he's probably going to be quite pricey. I reckon he'll be around 10k, and I don't think he'll play like the other guys. Robertson then is going to be my player. Best rating, best stats. He's been a player, and he's obviously going to go in the team, isn't he? There we go. Oh wait, we've put 2 in. Okay. So can we get rid of him? Right, there we go. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? Right. Also, guys, if you want to batter in your squad links, then send me them in the chat and I will review your starter squad, dream team squads, whatever it is. Batter them in the chat. Okay, so right backs in. Ignore all of these guys, ignore all of the non-rares in my opinion. I don't think any of them are any good at all. They're all, I wouldn't touch them. Ori maybe is a vet if you're really struggling for coins, but I don't think he's fast enough. Okay, so the options then we have are Wan-Bissaka. He's not bad. Passings lets him down definitely, but he's quite tall, so he's quite a good physical right back if you're wanting a wee bit more height. Bellerin is obviously out and out the fastest right back in the Premier League, which I'm surprised by because I'm pretty sure people are saying that Walker's faster in real life. But anyway, if you want out and out pace, Bellerin is the man. Pereira's actually got quite a nice card. He's pretty well balanced, but as a result of that, I reckon he might be quite pricey. I actually wouldn't be surprised if him and Trent are pretty similarly priced. Trent lacking in pace. I think they've actually done him dirty there. I don't think he deserves 80 pace. I think he's a lot faster than that, but definitely deserves 82 passing. I think he also deserves. He probably deserves higher stats across the board, to be honest. But overall, Trent's a pretty good card. He's just lacking in pace a wee bit for me. I personally think I would rather play the Pereira. Pereira's doesn't have much worse passing. He's got better shooting. Tell me how Pereira has better shooting. When does Pereira bang in free kicks like Alexander-Arnold? Anyway, Pereira has better dribbling. Again, yeah, and better defending. Is he a better defender than Alexander-Arnold? No. Glasgow is blue, red and white. Well, Colclo, you're wrong, my friend. You are wrong. But appreciate you dropping in the chat. Let's see, did we get... No, one more follower for 200 troops. Yeah, so Pereira is a very, very, very solid option. I do like him a lot. He looks very good. And I think out of these lot, he is the best out of that lot. I think the best cheaper option is Wan-Bissaka. I prefer Wan-Bissaka to Bellerin, I think, and I think with his height he'll be pretty good. His passing is just very poor, which is unfortunate. Yes, Badger. Keck, indeed. Right, now we go into the 84 rated. Ignore Azpilicueta. I wouldn't touch him with a barge pole again. He should have stayed a centre back. On FIFA, he's pretty useless at right back. Anyway, we've got these two guys. I reckon they're both going to be pretty similarly priced. I think they offer slightly different things. Walker being, I think, taller and more physical. Well, he's obviously got much better physicals here. And for me, Walker's the pick out of the two of them. But if you want, I'm going to assume Cancelo's got 4-star skills again, and he's offering better passing and probably a better threat going forward with better dribbling. So if you're wanting a fullback maybe to run up the wings and cross or shoot, and yeah, Cancelo's maybe better, but I think Walker still does that job. And personally for me, I'd rather have the higher defending and physical. I think Walker will be slightly more expensive than Cancelo, but I think that they'll be pretty much in the same bracket. But Walker for me is the right back I am going for. He is reliable every year, and he's pretty damn sick. Come on, get us one more follower. Right, CDM's in. So, right, where are we going then? I think we're looking at centre mid first. Come on. Why did it do this? Right, okay. So before we actually show you the CD... Oh no, in fact, I want to show you CDMs first. I'm talking about ours. So, the actual native CDMs then. There's quite a few to choose from. Now, none of them are going to be on my list, and I'll explain why. Because... Right, so, for me, too slow, too slow, too slow. Well, yeah, he's okay. He might still be good in game, but I don't think he's going to be good. Too slow, too slow, too slow. Yeah, Ndidi, there's a shout for Ndidi, definitely. I think he'll be cheap. As I'm not spending a dime in game, my plan is to start with something like this. Perfect, mate. I will batter on your squad as soon as I have done these CDMs, and then we can jump backwards and forwards. Ndidi, I think there's a good shout for Ndidi. I think he'll be cheap. I think he's a good option, but just not personally the one I want. Torreira again, but he's a bit short, so not for me. Too slow. Fabinho is going to be a baller, but I think well, there's a chance I'll end up with Fabinho in the team. I certainly will test with him, but I'm going to show you the options I'm going to go with, I think, at the start. Rodri, not for me. Just personally would rather have Fabinho if I was going to have Rodri. Again, with Fernandinho, I think I would rather have Fabinho. Fabinho's stats are better, minus shooting. They're more or less the same, but I think Fabinho's a choice. Kante is obviously the big one here. You would rather have Kante, but he's going to be extortionate. So, I'm going to show you who I'd go for. So in the centre mid option then, obviously Oxlade-Chamberlain's not going to be a CDM. You're not going to play that card CDM, but he would be a sick cam or a sick centre mid. But Sissoko here, look at those stats, and I'm sure most people know about Sissoko and Ndombele now, but they're going to be my players. So you're looking at 80 pace. Shooting is somewhat irrelevant, but it's there, and it's not going to be great. The passing is pretty good. The dribbling is exceptional for Ndombele, and still pretty good for Sissoko considering how much of a big boy he is. The physicality is unbelievable for Sissoko there. And overall, the two of them just look very well rounded. Other centre mids you could throw at CDM. I mean, there's an argument for Wijnaldum. I think I would rather have him as a centre mid or a cam. Who else is there an argument for? I mean, I guess you could play Pogba at centre defensive mid as well, and probably people will alongside like Kante maybe. You could probably play Gundo, but why would you play Gundo? He's got shit pace. I would rather have Ndombele and Sissoko. So that is exactly who we will go for. Right, and now I'm going to look at... Come on, if you want to subscribe to the YouTube channels, if you want to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, that'd be massively appreciated. Oh, I appreciate that, David. Thank you very much, mate. I just literally got a notification that I got a Twitch achievement for hitting 200 followers. Appreciate that, David Avocado, my man. But yeah, so 24k FIFA points. Like me and a friend were chatting. We were saying that you expect a minimum of sort of 200k. Yes, legend in the chat. What an absolute man. Number 200. So sick. That was the goal for before EA access, so we smashed it. So thank you so much, guys. I think on average you would expect a minimum of 200k per 12k FIFA points. So that's including once you've sold, like you've discarded and sold everything. So that's including consumables and all the rest of it, because obviously with you, I think it's like 80 packs per 12k. I'm from Glasgow, mate. Glasgow in Scotland. When you open 80 packs, you'll get a bunch of consumables, and yeah, you expect more than 200k per 12k. Yeah, Van Dijk will be, but you've got to remember he's going to be cheaper at EA Access. I would not be surprised if he was 200 to 250k in EA Access. He might be more, but whatever he is, I'm going to pay it because he's going to go up exponentially. So if he's 200k EA Access, he'll easily be 400 or 500k when the game comes out. If he's 300k, then he's going to be 600k. He's going to double or triple when the game comes out, 100%. Or if he doesn't double or triple, he's certainly going to go up over 100k, 200k, 300k, whatever it is. He's going to go up a significant amount. Last year I did it with a few players. I did it with Salah, I did it with Walker, I did it with Sane. All these different players are highly sought after, and no one's going to be more sought after than Van Dijk. He's the best centre back in the game. He's the best centre back in the Premier League. Every single person is going to want to have him. So there's not going to be anyone more sought after. So I'm happy to sink all my coins into Van Dijk and build a team around him, which is maybe people can see as daft because he's a centre back. But for me, I've been told he is the best in the game, and he's a very safe investment. So I'd rather make that investment early on and then make the money from it. So I will be sinking all the coins to Van Dijk. There is one other player I will be sinking all the coins into alongside him, and it's not any of the players on the screen because there's one other big player that I'm planning on buying, and between those two players, I plan on spending all my coins in there and then building around those two players. But I'll show you that when we get to striker spot. Team I'm wondering about smacked a few together yesterday. Okay, perfect, Badger. I will look at that as soon as I've finished showing off and discussing this. So, for the cam then. This is a bit of an interesting one because if we go to the cam position, the natural cam position, this is what I kind of spoke about the other day. So everything I pack in the web app or EA Access I should hold? No. Well, no, not at all, David. So, how do we put this? You need to understand the market a wee bit. So the market is going to be prem players, like hype players, players that are really good. So for instance, if you're pack, let's have a look at the cams here. It depends on what you're wanting to do. So if you're wanting to build your starter team in EA Access and play with Premier League players, then my advice would be if you pack a Lanzini to use them in your team, and then when you earn coins, upgrade. Whatever you're doing in EA Access, make sure you're investing your coins. You don't want to, see when the full game comes out, you don't want to have coins sitting in your account. If you've made 100k in EA Access, then spend that 100k on players because they're going to go up in value. They always do. Every single player goes up in value. Obviously, the smaller the player, like a Lanzini, isn't going to go up as much, but I'm sure a Lanzini will still go from like 1, 2, 3k to 5k. Like, if he's at 3k, he's going to go to 5k. He's still going to go up, but you're better off putting that 100k into like 1 or 2 players maybe that's going to go from 100k to 200k, because that's what's going to happen. So you need to remember as well, the more coins people start earning, the more coins players are going to cost. So day 1 of EA Access, players are going to be cheaper than they are on the last day of EA Access. So it's all these things you've got to take into consideration. But let's take, for instance, as I said, if you've got a Lanzini, you pack a Lanzini, use him in your team if you're wanting to play Premier League. If you're not wanting to play with a Premier League team, sell him straight away, because what you can do then is you can get those coins and you can buy the player that will be a better investment, or you can buy the player you want to play with in EA Access. Then when you have the players you want to play with in EA Access, play it, build up your team, get some coins, reinvest in the team so you can play with it and win more games. As you're winning more games, then you start to buy the higher ticket items, which are going to be the bigger investments like I was talking about. So you're talking the Van Dijks or the Walkers or whatever. These kind of players are going to exponentially increase. Don't just sit and hold players for no reason. So if you're packing these guys, get rid of them. Get rid of them. On the web app, get rid of them. In EA Access, get rid of them. Because as much as he might go up, if you can gather, let's say Armstrong sells for 1,000 coins and he sells for 1,000 coins, he sells for 1,000 coins, they're not going to go up as much as a 3 to 5k player will. That 3 to 5k player will go up in value more than all those non-rare golds. Because you got to remember, when the full game releases, more people buy packs, more non-rare golds come out than there will be of the 3 to 5k players. Do you have a way to make coins fast on EA Access? It's going to be very different this year. EA Access doesn't have the coin boosts, so if I jump screen again, what am I on? I'm on that screen, yeah. If I jump back to mainstream, and we go to this, the catalogue. So FIFA 20 is not going to have the catalogue. So if I scroll all the way down, that's not going to show me them because I've bought them all. Anyway, you get the idea. Everyone knows about the catalogue. They used to be able to go in here and buy coin boosts. You can't do that this year, so they're not going to be there. It's a bit of a different system, so making coins is going to be slower, and that's EA's way of making more money. But if you want, I can make a guide, or I can make my guide on EA Access and how to make coins quicker. But it's essentially going to be trading and playing games, because I think you'll have the EA Access glitch again, so you'll be able to play as many games as you want. but it'll essentially be trading and then playing games and winning and completing challenges. So to get back to the cam position, then basically these are the only two players that would interest me, and they're both going to be too expensive. I think De Bruyne is going to be 3 to 500k, and I have no interest in paying. Oh, I have no interest in paying that for that player. He's not going to play like a 500k player, in my opinion, nor is he going to play like a 300k player. Ericsson, again, I just have no interest in paying 100k for him or whatever he's going to be. I would much rather have pacey players. David Silva, don't touch with a barge pole. Ali, personally, I think looks more like a centre mid than a cam. But he's tall, so maybe he'll suit some players' play style, just not for me. Yeah, mate, we can do trading tips. I can be chatting trading tips. Hi. I can chat trading tips. As I said, this Prem team is going to be, for me, it's going to be a lot of trading involved in it, because I'm going to be buying these players to play with. So they're going to help me win games, which is going to earn me coins, but they're also going to be investments, which is eventually going to make me more coins. So I'll have my core set of hopefully my core team, and then I'll probably be doing some trading on the side as well with a pocket of coins that I just use for trading. So yeah, don't touch Ozil, don't touch any of them. Nobody really interests me here at all. So we're going to get rid of the cam because I don't think anyone works. That is an ad. Get rid of this. YouTube ads. Okay, so these are the players that interest me. Now, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending how you look at it, the main man, Heung-min Son, is probably going to get an inform, which kind of sinks my plan, because my plan was to have him in my first weekend league team, and I may still have him in my first weekend league team, but I'm certainly not going to have any EA access. If he gets an inform, he's going to be extortionate. Like, I have no idea how much an inform could be. It could be 600k, 700k, 800k. We honestly don't know. It depends on the rating, it depends on a lot of things. If he gets an inform, I'm not going to touch his inform with a barge pole, and the only issue is because he gets an inform, when his gold card returns to packs, it's going to be even more expensive than it should have been. So, in my opinion, what would have been a player that was 150k coins in EA access, maybe 150k, 200k, is now going to be 250, 300k when his gold card comes out again, and his inform is going to be silly price. So I'm not going to touch Son now, which throws a spanner in the works because he was in the squad builder. But anyway, on the off chance he doesn't get an inform, but I think he will, we're going to add him to the... Where is he gone? There. We're going to add him to the right cam spot. His card is absolutely filthy. Blondie, is it confirmed that he's got a inform? I don't think it was absolutely confirmed yet, but his card is just ridiculous. I don't even need to talk about it. He'll be one of the best players in the game, 100%. Then we go on to my next two choices. Now, there's actually three choices to be had here, and this is probably what I'll do then. Okay, so fine. Do you know what we'll do? Right. So I'll talk about these two choices, and then I'll go on to what my replacement for Son is going to be, because in actual fact I can do this. So these two guys are going to be my two cams in here. We're going to have Lucas Moura and we're going to have Zaha. I don't think I really need to go into them too much at this point. When I bring in the third player, I'll show you how good they are, and when I bring in the fourth player, I'll show you how good they actually are. But stats wise, incredible pace, incredible shooting for cams, okay passing, incredible dribbling, obviously horrible defending, terrible physicality, okay physicality, 4-star skills, 5-star skills I'm assuming, and probably both get 4-star weak foots. So these two guys are going to jump in the team, and then I'll talk. No, but he's going to be 88. Well, I've seen mock-ups saying 89. You never know. He could be either one. And let's remove Son then, and I'll show you who I want as my third cam. And I think this guy hasn't been talked about enough, because I've personally not seen anyone rant and rave about how good his card looks. Marcus Rashford. Okay, so imagine you're coming up against three cams that all have 90 plus pace. Then take a scratch at the shooting, the passing, the dribbling, the physicality. He's tall. The card is unbelievable. He's going to have 5-star skills. He's going to be fast. He's going to be athletic. He's going to be good at heading. He's going to be good at everything. And then I just don't think he's been talked about enough. And the reason I don't think he's been talked about enough is because when I look at the other player, this is going to be my striker. And this is the other player along with Van Dijk that I'm going to sink all my coins into to make sure I get him in the team. These two players here are going to be sensational investments. He was a sensational investment for you last year. He ran the first few weekend leagues. He was just an absolute player. So these are the two people I was talking about. But so let's compare stats now, and this is when I really think that these three cams. I keep pointing to the screen and realise you don't see my finger, but these three cams come into their own. So we look at Aubameyang, okay? 94 pace, unbelievable. 85 shooting, amazing. 80 dribbling, pretty good. 69 physicality isn't the best, but we know he's tall, so I don't really think that matters. It's probably to do with, I don't know what stats it is to do with exactly, but it doesn't matter. 75 passing, unbelievable card. You know what he's going to be like. He's going to be super sweaty. He's going to be amazing. You'll love to see it. Compare him to Rashford. You're down 5 ratings, right? You're down 2 pace. You're down 3 shooting. You're down 2 passing. You're up 3 dribbling. You're up 8 defending, and you're up 8 physicality. And you're telling me that that card is not going to be amazing. If this card, this 88 rated card, has those stats, and Rashford is sniffing at those stats, in actual fact, he's got better stats across the right hand side and worse stats on the left, and they're not worse by much. You're talking, he's got worse stats by what, 2, 4, 6. He's got 6 worse stats across here, and he more than makes up for that in his 8 physical that he's better. I don't think people are talking about this enough, because Aubameyang is going to be 200k access easy, and then 350 when the full game comes out or whatever. Rashford, in my opinion, is going to be between 50 to 70k access if people aren't talking about him like they aren't now. And I reckon when the full game comes out, he could be 100k, 150k. But I just don't think he's getting the attention he deserves when you compare the stats, because it's only when you compare the two of them that you realise how bloody good that card is. And now here comes the next stage to that. There's another layer. You don't realise how good Zaha is until you compare him to Rashford. So Zaha, 1 less pace, 6 less shooting, granted is quite a lot, but when you compare the rest, it doesn't matter. Only 1 less passing. He goes up 4 dribbling, obviously defending's worse, and his physicality is only down 3. So again, Zaha is sniffing at Rashford's backside there with those stats. They are very, very, very similar, the three of them. And again, Lucas Moura, he's right in amongst that. We can compare stats, but his physicality is obviously a bit less. He would be my Heung-min Son here, or potentially Zaha, depending on who plays better in game or what prices are. Lucas Moura is going to be very expensive because he can be playing as a striker. That's my only concern with him. Obviously, all these guys are going to be expensive. Rashford, as I said, I could well imagine being 150k. I could imagine Moura being 100k if people play with him and he's good because he's so fast. And again, Zaha could easily be somewhere in that region again if he plays well. But I think that is an absolutely sensational team. And again, as I said, we'll be testing Fabinho in one of these slots, more than likely to replace Ndombele. And if I can, I would rather have Heung-min Son there in the middle. Or I would probably have Son here, and I would probably have Rashford here and Zaha in the middle. But what do you think about that team then? Do you not think that is going to be a controller breaker? Imagine coming up and seeing that 92 pace, 92 pace, 91 pace, 94 pace. Yeah, the Zaha card is filthy. Let me check followers in case we've got any new ones. No, we don't. Yeah, the Zaha card is filthy. And overall, I think that is going to be my first weekend league team. Obviously, depending on what I pack. So if I pack like an icon, then we're different. We're a different ball game. Then we can start changing things up and putting icons in, or we can have Mbappe or whatever. But I think that team, I don't really see a weakness, to be honest, unless Joe Gomez plays crap in game, which I doubt because he's got good stats. He's medium high, and he's 6'2". Sissoko and Ndombele, I can't see them playing bad in game. Rashford has 3-star weak foot. Really, they've that's surprising me. But anyway, if Rashford has a 3-star weak foot, then you play him out here. It's fine. Zaha's going to have a 4-star, whatever. Yeah, you don't worry about that. That's why I wanted Heung-min Son out on the right to cut in on his 5-star weak foot. And then you have the big man up top. You're talking height in these two. Zaha's not short himself. Lucas Moura is shorter, but you're talking big height. You're talking some more height. So you're talking aggression from corners. Just out and out pace. And then you've got good solid CDMs. Unbelievable centre-back partnership. Unbelievable full-backs and a really good goalkeeper. Gomez with a central. Yes, Gomez with a central will be good. You can up his passing. You can up his defending physicality. His passing actually it could do with an upgrade. What I'll probably put on Van Dijk will more than likely be a catalyst. That's another YouTube ad. I have a feeling I'll put a catalyst on Van Dijk. Robbo will probably be a shadow. Walker, probably a shadow or catalyst. Sissoko, something to up his passing, but it doesn't really matter what else you upgrade because he's not going to be shooting very often. And all the other stats are pretty good, so you could really do whatever. But definitely something with passing in it. And Ndombele, oh yeah, I need to put on new music. Ndombele, what could I give Ndombele? Passing and defending, maybe. And then for these guys, so Lucas Moura, something with physicality, probably shooting and physicality. Rashford, shooting passing, maybe. Zaha, shooting passing, maybe. Aubameyang, shooting physicality, I would say. But overall, it's a pretty sick team. 2 seconds, guys, let me grab my water. And I think you'll agree that that would be, yeah? Okay. Okay. I think you would agree that is a pretty sick team. Right, so guys, I'm going to go off for my dinner, but